This is game 1 of Complexity against EHOME. This was played on the 26th of August 2012. This was the starting game for EHOME at the international main event, the prelims actually. This was done in Seattle, of course, where both the teams were present at Valve offices where they played the prelim games. This is basically series 3 and 4, but that's because this is Group B. This was a while ago, let's say that, because the new internationals is coming, and I still think EHOME was, is, and forever shall be the best team ever had to have existed, and also the most awesome one. Then I have to rewatch all of their replays.
10 seconds remaining.
Because the team was amazing. It really was.
5 seconds remaining.
Right now QQQ is picking against Fluff and Stuff. QQQ, Lan, King J are still playing. Selene Godness, which is supposed to be, if I am not mistaken, PCT. Copied Cat. He isn't playing anymore, but Dai also is. He's basically only one guy isn't active in the team. Only from their current lineup, 4 guys are still coming back to the international, even though EHOME has disbanded. They have dropped their Dota 2 team. It's interesting to see that the old Big Ban phase is working on the current system as well. I was a bit afraid it wouldn't work, but it does work. I can't really comment the picks much, just because I haven't checked into any other replays of the time. I can't explain what the meta game was back then, but as we can see, Complexity is spanning out a few jungle heroes. I'm not entirely sure whether Lycanthrope was used as a jungle back then, or maybe even a carry. But Nagasire for sure was really imba back then. It was nerfed after the international and has sort of been forgotten until recently. Actually, he has been picked again. Rubik first pick. Rubik was used as a meat solo, if I remember correctly. Dengi played him, so he must have been a meat solo. He has to pick 2 now. Fury and another jungler. These are all utility heroes. They haven't banned any late game carries or hardcore late game carries. You can play Lycanthrope as a late game force, or Tinker as well, but neither of them are actually hardcore DPS, hardcore farm. So it's early game. It's all early game. Invoker. It's nice to see Invoker. Ah, yes, Morphling! The fun fact about this, if I remember correctly, again, EHOME has 3 players who can play Morphling. Or well, at least they had 3 players who could play Storm. That's for a fact. They had 3 players who could play Storm. And they do pick him a few times during the course of the international. Died Hunter. This is all early fight based, and EHOME, I must admit, played Morphling excellently. Just brilliant Morphling plays. Disruptor. It's nice to see Disruptor get some play, because right now he's not really a common pick, unfortunately. So it's an awesome hero with its lightning theme and all, but it's sort of fishy. Some people say that Glimpse is basically broken. It does what it's supposed to do, but what it's supposed to do isn't really what the hero should be able to do. It's a spell that's just broken with its balance and everything.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
mean, it's just it's pretty random what it does. It can
Reserve time.
really destroy or make a game, or it can just be not used at all. Either way. Yeah, right now, if we look at the fighting capabilities, Venomancer, that's not the hero you see very often. Rubik, Tidehunter plus Disruptor, they obviously have a nice AoE combo. A nice setup from Tidehunter's Ravage. Disruptor's Silence destroys everyone and everything. Well, keeps at bay. Let's put it like that. This is the ban phase now. Even though I haven't played much CM, it's still unusual.
10 seconds remaining.
Complexity didn't do
5
bad,
seconds remaining.
if I remember. EHOME, I'm not gonna spoil it right now, but
Reserve time.
let's just say they were laughed upon. The other Chinese teams laughed at their plays, at their players.
EHOME's turn to ban.
They were basically a laughing stock to them. They didn't do very good, obviously. They disbanded rather shortly after, which is unfortunate. I found it really unfortunate because it's a really old team. The organization was established in 2004, but they picked up the team in 2007. So they have had a team for a very long time before the international 2012. They had to rebuild the team from nothing. They invited a few older members back, King J and QQQ and Lung as well. Because for a while they didn't have a team. Then and after the international, in a month or so, the total team completely disbanded. Everyone just quit, but it wasn't a disband. It was just that players left and no one was there to replace them. Ah, bravo, mother ban. Ooh, this brings back old memories. If they had the three-man lineup Complexity has right now, and they would have a Tiny on top of that, they would have a massive AoE fight combo. It would be just devastating for EHOME's heroes. Morphling back then went for a BKB fast, because, well, he had a lot of damage already without items. After that, of course, he was nerfed, and didn't see any play either. During the international, Morphling was a beast pick. Invoker as well. It will be interesting to see what they start picking and banning at the international now, and compare that to the previous international, and then take into account the buffs and the nerfs. Because I know that Morphling was nerfed severely, it was also buffed. There were slight buffs. Something at least. Lone Druid. You can still see that hero every day. He hasn't left. Even though they have fixed a few things. He has been nerfed, but he's still there. Those who want to pick him up, he's still strong.
10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds remaining.
5 seconds remaining.
It's really fortunate that the replay system displays the names used at the time of the recording and not their current names.
Complexity's turn to pick.
Enchantress. So they did go for a jungler. So they have their hardcore carry, Morphling. They have the Venomancer to support him. I don't think they used Venomancer as a solo. They might have. Invoker's going to be middle and Enchantress should be in the forest, so they need a long lane solo. Or
seconds
a
remaining.
support. Depends which role
5
Venomancer will
seconds
pick up.
remaining.
Looking at the complexity, as I said, Rubik's probably the middle hero.
Reserve time.
Die Hunter Disruptor should be supporting.
Templar Assassin.
Templar Assassin's going middle.
EHOME's turn to pick.
So this they still played Rubik. They already played Rubik as a support. Well, for complexity, the 2 cores will be Lone Druid and Templar Assassin, where the Tide Hunter will be the third. Is yet to be seen. It depends where they lane him, how much farm they give him.
10 seconds.
And for EHOME, they already picked their 2 cores. Morphling and Invoker, Enchantress can become a core if they allow him to, if he gets some nice impetus stemming going, but it's probably not their priority right now. I wouldn't expect it to be. This is really going to the reserve time. As I said, they should get something melee, something with decent amount of HP. Right now they only have ranged heroes, several of them are really paper, can be caught really easily. Something with a proper disable as well. Venomancer and the Enchantress only slow, unless they have a stomping centaur. Bounty Hunter, so melee, that was correct, but also the long lane solo, that was also correct. King J right now, I think, plays the side lane solo. Lams plays the mid lane solo. So QQQ still plays support. Dai also Dai plays 4 and QQQ plays 5 in DK. Well, I know for sure that Dai and the QQQ are the supports for the DK right now. Lum's going and still playing the mid solo for Rattlesnake. And this guy, this last guy, Cupid Cat, aka PCT, he's not active as far as I know. It's really a shame. This team is just too good. They have their Chinese flags up. I don't know whether that was an order or they just had Chinese flag available as a file. This is sort of common for all of them to go and check what's going to happen, what will the lanes be, so that you have the upper hand. You can choose your lanes, knowing what the opponent will do. TC will have to farm bottom with his cow. I will call it a cow from time to time, maybe a wolf. I will not call it a bear, I will only call the hero a bear, just to create confusion. Morphling hasn't picked up a skill. Is this where he goes for agility gain? And just attacks. Oh, this is a mid-solo Morphling. Well, was I Wall Assassin? This is an interesting thing. The old wards are disappearing. Fluff and Stuff is probably placing wards as well. Just Jo is playing for Igina.
Ours.
King J is playing for Dong Fu. Side lane solo, as I said. I really want to know whether this Morphling would get as much as I remember Morphlings getting on mid lane. It's 50 damage. Already counter warding. Back then already people were tryhards. But you can't blame them. This is a high profile tournament with a lot to gain. and not much to lose, so why not try hard at it? Not try hard at it, just try hard. If I look at gold per minute, you see that JO is, as I sort of expected, with the highest farm, just because morphing, last hitting with morphing is really funky. It might not happen, it just could go horribly wrong. Oh, QQQ is getting a lot of experience, even though they're together with King J. Okay, so it is Hannah Montana using the Tidehunter to solo top against Invoker. So this will be their third core hero, or they want it to be, but it's not sure whether he will be given farm. It's all whether they will allow him to farm or not, whether EHOME will force the issue soon or late. Lam's not doing very good here. 3 last hits in 2 minutes. It's not what I would call sufficient. Hannah Montana wants to gank. As a gush, with proper timing they could have done it, but Lam's too good, he knows what's going to happen before it does. Where he's running. Retreat! That's so... Bounty Hunter is one of the most annoying silent souls to be against, as a 3 lane especially, because you have 2 heroes that leech from the forest, leech from the lane, and then you have a carry who's actually trying to get some farm here. And then you have Bounty Hunter who just doesn't care because he can go invisible. Buying sentries for it is just such a nuisance for the supports. They don't have the gold. 200 gold early on is way too much to spend. Ooh, this is a gank. Hannah Montana might die here. Centaur Stomp was there. Phenomenal gets the first blood. Strike damage. Venomous scale, yes, the mana cost stays the same. It was changed now, so that the mana cost also scales. The rest of the numbers were also scaled. Poison Sting has been buffed severely. It doesn't show it correctly here. As far as I can see, the replay is working, so that's the main thing. Hannah Montana the first of all. So this tide isn't looking like a core hero. It's looking like a support with no items, and it's looking really grim for complexity, just because they have 2 supports and a 4th hero. I mean, a 3rd hero who is not getting anything. I have forgotten my map. Dai at least has face boots already in 4.5 minutes and some additional gold. Looking at TC, he has double boots, sort of at the same rate farm. Yep. But for EHOME, there's the problem of the middle lane, and that being JO is 600 gold ahead of Lan, which isn't a good thing for EHOME. It is a good for complexity. he just goes in, doesn't care because he has reflection. He can get the last hit easily. This is an interesting way to gank. It really is awesome if you do that. It's risky, but it's awesome if it pays off. They won't expect it. Well, most of the time people won't expect it. This is a tower trade. The bottom tower already fell, which means that Bounty Hunter can get more farm. It's level 4, and if we look at the Tidehunter, it's level 1. We see that there is a problem here for complexity. It was a pure tower trade, so top lane will be a fountain of experience now, considering they are near the tower and they're pushing on. If the lane pushes, they're going to get experience either way. Unless you die or get ganked. In that case, yes, I cannot help you, but why are they giving Rubik the experience? Why not Tide? It seems like this Tide isn't really aware of what he's supposed to do or where he's supposed to be. It seems like he's fishing. I don't mean that as a pun, I mean that as he doesn't know where to go or what to do. He should be farming on this lane right now. Tai is trying to be smart. He's trying not to get ganked, which could easily happen. Looking at the wards, EHOME doesn't really have anything. I would branch on the ground. Oh, double damage. A lot of traps, and those traps show as illusions. That's sort of odd, I would say. Okay, this is a go-in. No refraction from Jo, so he had to tank the waveform. This is the time to bottle grow. Lan knows exactly what's up. Oh, is Bounty Hunter getting some farm here? Fluff and stuff just waiting, trying to get the experience. See, he's maxing glimpse, which means kinetic fields, people don't max it either way, so he has that, but it doesn't deal damage, and he's not that easy to get off properly, and he is not taking Thunder Strike, which means he won't have any nuke damage. He can just pull people back, but who's supposed to deal the damage? Uh-oh, this is gonna be a gank. Why not pull him towards the sentry? His ability is on cooldown long, he's gonna get a kill here. He gets forced back, but he has a haste, he doesn't care. Tough has to DP out, Jo is there, running around, and I'm on level 2. Why did you leave your lane? You shouldn't have. You should have just stayed there as long as you could. Oh, King Shay might have disrupted his farm, but still, he shouldn't have come. He's level 2 against heroes with quite a few more levels, 7 being the dominant number when it comes to the cores. Land now, getting level 8. Ooh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This tower, mid tower is one of the hardest towers to get down. Well, it is the hardest tower to get down of the tier 1s, just because it's in the middle of the map. Getting there from all directions is a bit easier. Ooh, he did the right thing. He moved backwards, not forwards. But now he might get ganked, probably. King Chase there to help, Hannah Montana is there as well. Now you can say that, yeah, Hannah Montana game is here. It's all good. This is a good call. Don't they really have anything to kill him with? He's gonna wait for him. Easy kill there. He just didn't want to waste much of his money. Well, he had to use a stick. During all of which DC is up. Right now it's becoming a split push. They don't really know how to respond to this. And the only way they can is to split push. They can't go against the force. Somehow EHOME is leading quite nicely. One of the factors being Tai, aka X. He's also known as MMY. He has quite a lot of money, and that money has manifested itself as face boosts. Yes, you can resummon the bear when it's being attacked. At least in the older version you can. Why is he using Soul when he's not even low? Doesn't properly need it, and in the ultimate form. Working with the intelligence traits. That's it. That's all he has. That's interesting. Would have expected him to have more, considering he has 4k. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not really sure why he's using the replicate like that. Just to escape. Why not use it aggressively? Ah, that's a lot of mana wasted. Why not use it aggressively?
Denied.
As in, just shove it in. Make it tank. Give yourself the opportunity to deal damage. Be annoying. Farm in silence. See a gank coming. Things like that. This is the standard build for Bounty Hunter, and remember, Shuriken toss level 2 because that's 200 damage already. Doesn't take too much mana either. Level 2 is the best level to have, most efficient. Shinada level 2 just because it's awesome and you don't need more than one level of invisibility. So right now they're, as I see it, using Ancient Black Dragons, also known as Plague Wards, to push the middle lane tower. Well, not push it, let's say force it down with manual power. Just because they can. Is Stone tier 1 available to push? Replicate. Rubik. Block them.
Tower is under attack.
Track gold.
Under attack.
Bounty Hunter has come back, basically, just because Navi has used him now several times, and other teams as well, just because they see that, hey, if you do get kills, track gold will be awesome. And the bear is gone. Ah, yes, this is the old school way of playing Lone Druid. This was before Armlet was discovered. And everyone just built Radiance. All day long, Radiance. Just farm 3.8k gold. Farm another 1.5? Back then it could have been 5. I don't know whether this is correct or not. And then just be done with it. Farm on other lanes, split push, not being there, split push. Well, this tower, the mid tower isn't going any further. Lam's searching around, he's not on a lane farming.
Invisibility.
But they're focusing on middle. To some extent, considering there's a gank top line right now, which didn't succeed. He has, as I said, he has the relic, now he has to farm for the recipe to have the radiant. Uh-oh. Ah, nice then. Level 2 new takes care of it. He took level 2 new, didn't take glimpse. Glimpse level 160 mana is really quite a lot. Okay, the whole team is middle. Everyone's middle except for Lam. This could be the first kill. Ah, he's stuck in the connected field. Complexity they're sticking together perfectly so that there can be a massive vacuum and black hole. Oh! And Montana is level 6, he has the ultimate. Lam's in the mix. He's trying to get away, but he has to waveform back in, he needs the kills. Don't go on J. Oh, you can go on JO. Doesn't have any reflection charges left. Ruby could take a dive here. No. They could take DC down. They should try. Oh, he already left. They didn't get the track on him. Rubik has a trap. Lan gets last hit. This will go into the purse. That will be used to get a BKB. Ah, double damage rune. Ah yes, this is the cool trick with Morphling. don't have any strength, which means you can use one full bottle to heal yourself to full HP. That's amazing. There's a smoke gang coming. Not sure whether EHOME will be able to answer to this. QQQ seems to be the first guy to go down. Nope. Nope. Die. Tries to get away and does. They have one track, which means they see some of their movement and they see JO even if he tries to go invisible. I'm 1k away from BKB. Yeah, this was the old cool Morphling that actually had damage and stats, and was able to attack and deal damage and waveform through heroes and but now nerf to oblivion. Getting BKB on him will just be a Morphling with BKB, no damage. He's not gonna do anything. He's not a threat unless he gets BKB on the second minute or into the first 10 minutes. Then yes, be worried, but nah, not really bothered. Hannah Montana's level 7, which is the dominant level. Most of the heroes are level 7. It's not really a level you would want on your side lane solo, but considering the start he had, it's actually really good. He has mana boots and he has his scroll up and running. He can TP to the middle lane if necessary. The mid tower has fallen already, which means that Complexity will be the one to push mid. EHOME just has to defend or block out or farm, but they don't have to push. They will push when the time is right, but not yet. Tai has a Force Staff, which means he can be a bit more aggressive. But he still doesn't want to get ganked. He knows that if he tries to get away and isn't really quick about it, he can get glimpsed back, sending him to his doom. There are just situations where you can't escape from. Just can't. They won't allow you to. I'm almost has to use BKB. I'm surprised he has this much mana. I really am, considering waveform 165 mana.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
If he keeps using it, just his mana pool doesn't support a high level of nukage. A formidable level, perhaps, but not high. Now I'm actually saying that the side lane solos are sort of equal. They have the same amount of net worth. Almost the same. So that's interesting. I would never expect a Tide Hunter to be doing as good as a side lane bounty hunter. Even considering it is 20 minutes in. There should be a fight here that gets taken back. Lung tries to get away, has to get away. This route is pretty good. Radiance is burning off the illusions. No, it's not. The replicate still stands. Come get healed! Bounty Hunter, shouldn't you be in there? Not against sentries. It would be better not to go against sentries. It's foolish. But this Tide Hunter is a higher level than... No, it's not. Bounty got level 8. These X-Crafts things aren't working. That's because they changed, yep, everyone's at 0. They changed how they counted, where they put the 12 level and 11, I think. Swapped it around a bit. It's basically a farm game, as you can expect. It's 2-6 in 21 minutes, but games like these, you can't just say they are boring. It's high level of pressure.
Come on,
Even though this is the first game for both of the teams. This is not the first game in the whole tournament, but it's the first game that... Oh! What is disruptor there? Bot lane. Some good gankings going on. King J has to die here. Rubik picked up the Aegis. Montana has used already. Has Mecha already. Rubik's going to die. One tries to go for Hannah Montana. Some additional gold. Jo already used his dagger. One tries to go for some more Jo power. TC was... nope. There will be no way out here. That strike takes care of it. Why is he dipping back so fast? He could have taken the ruin. It was a weird fight. It started off really fast. I sort of checked bot lane and missed the first actions. Rubik got the Aegis, he died, and now he's alive, so I expect he TP'd out or something. Fluff and Stuff did the correct thing. He went for Urn of Shadows. As a support with no gold, Urn of Shadows is really a good item, just because you get HP regeneration and mana regeneration in the long run, and you get HP. So, what more could you want? You could want levels. Yes, I wouldn't blame you. Already a Yasha after that nice fight. It's 6 and 0. He's level 14. TC with Lone Druid is level 13. It's going for Vlad's. An underrated item, I think. Bounty struggling to get his gold in Storms. Oh, just chips away that fast. King G has to stop them with it. Okay, this is an EMP. Fluff and Stuff is out of mana. Almost has one. He can do one or two things maximum. Not too much. Jo has to go back. Venomous are obviously a really good hero against Templar Assassin. Because of the many damage instances he can just dish out. Leaving Jo with a few refraction charges only. Really fast. Copycat, what are you doing? Where are you going? As I said, split push with a bear. Just stand there and wait for the creeps to burn. It's taking quite a lot of time, I must say. Radiance has been buffed since then as well. The burn damage, it shows 50. It is not so in this version, the version they played at a year ago. A bit less than a year. Ooh, why did he use a BKB? Could he have gotten out of there any other way? Just waveform mounts would be a good idea. They used already the stuns, so could have just tried. Oh.
Violator.
Well, Venomancer is really paper. That's why nobody picks him. This was sort of the period where they understood that hey, Venomancer's really paper. Doesn't even make get Hannah Montana does. EMP. Drains the mana away. Oh, Geo's almost out of mana. He has a few bottle charges left, so it's not really a problem. There is a new summon up, 600 damage. Whether they can dish it out or not, I'm not sure. He's trying to stay alive. Why are they feeding creeps to him? He resummoned. Lum's here. Getting closer to his Manta. I expect it to be a Manta. DC just run, stop! Stop the farm! Must farm! There's a lot of time to go until the new Roshan's up. It's sort of the battle of the carries, but then I don't really see TC as much of a problem as LAN, just because they are EHOMEs ahead by some kills. Their supports are not as far behind as Rubik is, and Fluffenstuff. They're just behind. There's nothing they can do about it. And Lone Druid's not really a hero with his cow to just take down a whole enemy team. Morphling, on the other hand, if given the perfect opportunity, could potentially. The cow just I don't know, kite him, run away from him, damage him. It doesn't have a lot of DPS. Uh-oh. What was this? Please explain this to me. Mom's quick to respond. He's not afraid to go in and... almost. I think he saw the TP but couldn't disable it. What now? Okay, he waveforms out. Neither of the teams wanted to fight there. I'm not surprised this was the result. Copycat hesitated. He just used track and ran away. Could have stayed there, but he didn't. It's a massive stack. Are they expecting TC to come and get it? This is going nowhere. They're trying really slowly, but Ginche is building the army up. Still hasn't gotten enough gold to buy the mech. Plum's farming away, level 16. DC level 15. Scraping behind him. One level behind. IX Mike. He's going to be the hero to defend top lane. During all of which TC pushes bot lane. Ooh, sneaky. Oh, he did get waveform. Well, that's just... Well, as a Morphling, what do you want to give your opponents? Adaptive Strike probably wouldn't do much just because he doesn't have a lot of agility, not a lot of strength. So the damage wouldn't be much. You don't want to give him Morph. That way he can get his HP up. On the other hand, he does get his armor low. So you can just kill him with attacks, just because he doesn't have any armor left. Or the ultimate replicate is actually really powerful. It gives a lot of vision as well, on top of everything else. Up, he's baiting. This was a perfect bait. BKB to be used now. Anna Montana jumps in. Doesn't have, now has mana. Morphing already died. Jo with a BKB trying to dish out some damage. He not even dying here. Has the mech. QQQ trying to run away. Die. Everything's on cooldown. Except for that. And the root does it for him. He got tossed into the kinetic field, but that didn't matter. He just got killed. A good fight for Complexity, of course. They're behind by 1 kill, but that's not really a proper lead anymore. Die, it's all you now. Still need the EMP. Slow's good enough. Leaves are down, King Shay. Oh, what are you doing? Shay's dead. EMP just takes care of the mana so nicely. You can see that even though he does a lot, have some kind of attack damage, some kind of attack speed, he can't kill the bear. Unkillable because of the HP and armor buff and everything else. Just can't kill him. The Morphling dying, that was really weird. I didn't really expect him to die that easily. He put his BKB on. If he did get focused down with the rest of the... with everyone else that was there by the Complexity team, then yes, sure, I suppose he dies. But it's still sort of fishy. How did he die like that? Really, you want to use the BKB sooner. Just use it before the glimpse or something like that. Because he got himself forced into a position where nobody would want to be. Well, unless you're in a complexity, in which case you're really happy. And you're happy and cheering at Hannah Montana, because I think part of Lum's death was the fact that Islander jumped in and disrupted the rest of the team. So Lum couldn't get any help from his teammates. He was just alone against several heroes. So Hannah Montana just destroyed the battle. Gave them the start they needed to get Mitrax. That was that. So yeah. Big props to Hannah Montana. That was nice. It really was. What? What kind of a glimpse is that? Just to disrupt them from going for the Russian. Uh-oh. Roots. Uh-oh. Oh, boys. Hannah Montana goes with lunge there, dishing out the damage. High-X Mike. Mike can't get away. Hannah Montana should not be our target. He's too tanky. JO still has a BKB on. And Warrior trying to get out TC. One hit away from death. Still doesn't die. Now died, but that's the Aegis. King J is still alive. With a slow they can get him down. Yep, it dies. He was really sneaky though. He used the TP right after that active, so that was great play. Great timing. I don't know whether that was luck or really wanted to do that. Was that his intention or not? I don't know. No. But they're just going for the pipers. Well, they say that. I don't know who they are, but they say that Mecha and Pipe should not be on the same hero. So I wouldn't be surprised if you just left it at a...
Structures are fortified.
Oh, they used this fortification already. I don't really know whether that was necessary or not. He wants to waveform, but no mana. He even sold his mana regeneration. If I remember, he had some, but not anymore. And no charges in the bottle. No charges on the stick. Nothing you can do. Ah! Ah! Where the hell did Dai get his hex from? Out of the blue. Bounty Hunter's going for another BKB. BKB has and probably for a very long time shall remain one of the most favorited item. Just because it allows a hero to do what it's supposed to do, which is spell. Even if your target is BKB as well, it's still a good idea to get a BKB, just because then you have some freedom and you're not forced to stand in one place, being stunned, locked down, taken care of. Just to give yourself some sort of an opportunity additional damage. I'm sort of surprised EHOME isn't paying attention to the wards. I mean, I'm not really sure what I have seen many wards from their side at all. They haven't gotten sentries. Even though they're playing against DA, so they should get some sort of vision in these heroes. They should get some sort of vision to... Earth? Why did they go to Earth? To go against sonic traps, but if they don't care, then why would I? Oh, this is going to be fishy. Trap, it's a trap. More traps. This is a 5-man gank. More flings replicate. Will they? Up. Nope. They know it's fake. They know it's fake. Ah, why did he just start attacking? Ah. Hannah Montana, what are you doing, son? EHOME sort of has an idea of what's... Oh, this is a Game Enchantress. This is what they need. This is sort of risky as well, because if they lose it, they lose their vision.
Regeneration.
But it's a good start. Definitely a good start. They can't fortify, they already did that
Dire's
there.
top tower has been denied.
Tower deny, good enough. Lun goes away, he has 15 seconds to return. He won't make it.
Dire's bottom
Not to that
barracks are
replicate
under
at least.
attack.
Wait.
I got a new replicate. Ah, it disappeared. Did it disappear together with the other replicate? Interesting. Anyway. Bounty Hunter. Ah, it doesn't have a BKB yet. King J, what do you have? Ghost Scepter that allows you to survive. Oh, Invoker has a Ghost Scepter as well. And the Enchantress will get his Ghost Scepter very soon. A Morphling. Ooh, 3.8k gold. What are you gonna get? I should have, I don't know, drawn some attention, but Salt Cross is up, which is sort of weird. Why would you go flats right before you get Assault? Considering you can't stack them. The armor auras for sure you can't stack. Well, because this is the old version. The new version you can have the armor from both items as the auras. As I said, Ghost Scepter. There we go. Triple Ghost. 1k away from BKB. But there's nowhere to farm. They're not gonna give him time. They're not gonna give him the freedom. They're like the NSA. Oh, he's gonna go pipe. What if he gets EMP'd? If he gets EMP'd, there's a potential chance he won't be able to mech, he won't be able to use his Ravage, and he won't be able to use his pipe. There's a chance. If he has used anything else before, he can just... yeah, that might happen to him. Oh, why didn't he force... oh, die. You had the chance to force him out before. Now, with BKB trying to get at the supports. Copycat is here. I'm trying to get away because his BKB is run out. Everyone's poisoned. King Chase still trying to dish damage. Copycat has to run away. Lump's trying to chase after them. Oh, nice. Triple waveform, but he's now dead as well. The point of their attention was killed, so Complexity was able to kill Lump. King Chase trying to get away. Oh, wasn't that too soon? One bounce back. It's 3k. Oh, it's going for Scotty, I suppose. This doesn't seem like an easy game for Evo. Every game is easy for Evo. Ah, new one summoned. Already got some damage as well. Long. Oh yes, BKB. Stop. Hannah Montana, what does he... he still has mag. Oh, up. Why is he taking up? It's gonna leave it easy to be killed. See, Lum this time knows. Don't use the adaptive unless you have to. And now he uses. Copycat's dead to disable this wall. Invoker died. Cheo killed Invoker. Uh-oh. I don't think this is an easy fight for Lum just because he gets slowed. Even if you track him, if you see him, it doesn't mean you can kill him. They still have the gem, and they still have Meat Tower and Raxus, so that's good. That is good. Morphling's getting some items, but so is Jail. He has the money to finish his Desolator. Died already. Yes, his pipe, Lone Druid, 2.1k. Not bad. Rubik with the 4 stuff. It's a fun little item on him. Gives him the mobility to use things and mobility to get away. 1 gold. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. 1 gold. 1 gold. Yeah. EHOME constantly has to push down. They just are basically maimed because of the fact that they lost their axes rather early. It's really hindering their ability to farm, ability to push out, and map control as well, considering they still don't really have any wards up except for this one. Oh, it's nice. And all the plague wards, but they don't count. Rush will be up any second now. King J knows that. He knows that they know that he knows. Die. This should be a brilliant opportunity for Die. He can use his spells from a distance. Laundry shows what Morphine can do. Just get out there. Face first, get out there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he got silenced. Oh, he just cancelled it. 1-2. BKB is already up. DC and Shea are trying to deal the damage. King J is gonna die, but the game's on the ground. Double game on the ground. Cheo's getting some damage. Lung. Oh, run away. Dies there to dish the slows. DC tries to TP. He will be TPing out. They won't be doing it. They can probably get the. Nope, they can't. They can't get. Can't get the cow. That's something they can't. What happened to the H's? It's on TC. He TP'd out. All in all, most definitely EHOME won that. And if they were mid, they're just gonna... Hey, we're here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We know you have the Aegis. We know that you only have Jo dead right now. We're just gonna push either way. We don't care. Dice playing brilliantly with all these spells. Uh-oh. QQQ. Gets forced out. Adaptive. Rubik's still adaptive. It's not the spell you want. The tower got some damage. It's, not too much. Didn't fall. But it's something. They're fine with it. Copycat has his BKB. Ah yes, the BKB is finished now. Hunter 850 mana. He should be able to get everything he has off, provided he doesn't get mana burned by EMPs. But Dai's doing a brilliant job, so you can never know. He can get mana burned, disrupted, taken down. Oh, Ghost Scepter. Why does he need the Ghost Scepter? Probably against Lun and Copycat. Those are the two cores that are doing the damage. I'm surprised Fluff and Stuff and Alex Mike don't have theirs. They are also getting focused by Lung. Every single fight I see, Lung's going for the supports. See, for example, now as well, he's just trying to go to the... Oh, got it! Lung can't tank, they can't tank Geo. Geo has double damage and Desolator is way too much. TC dishing out so much damage. Lung trying to get away. Everyone else is here. Geo's getting kited. 3 are dead from Cole. And Montana's trying to ditch the damage to kill Lung to be there with DC, but doesn't give a shit. He's gonna wait for him to the other side. DC is getting kited. As I said, his pair won't be the one taking down the whole team. He's gonna take down King J, but that's going to be all for now. Oh, he has stages, which means the team has to. He has to fall back. They have to. YOLO! Kill DC! Kill the cow! Don't let him get. Ah, so close. The Radiance just burns out the team. They can't fight against it. I mean, they can. They tried, and they did, and they won. But 2 kills. 2 kills just because of the radiance. Because of the bear just hitting there. Well, they have a 3 Vlads now. Not anymore. Scratch that. By the way, oh, where's this going? Well, there's a gem. Have I missed a gem? Is there a gem here? Oh, it's over there. Ah, I see. And Dai doesn't notice there's a gem there. It doesn't know, doesn't have the vision. And it's gone. Tickle tackle. It's gone. It's done. It's gone. Oh, Dai has 4k gold. He already has the hex, so I don't know what to look out for. Aghanims? He could get that Aghanims. He could get Shiva as well. Slowing them would be fine. Especially considering they have the launch rate with its cow, so 2 units, you can slow both of them. For Shiva being an AoE. Where's Jayo going? He has had the same items for quite a while, I think. So he keeps using the blackening bar, keeps dishing out the damage with the Desolator, and EHOME tries to respond using their Ghost Scepters. And it worked out the last fight for them. Fights before that, they have had difficulties kiting Jayo. They just can't tank the damage. A few hits from Jayo take down any hero. Whatever hero it is, even if it's Lan, even if it's Lan with 2.5k HP, it's still going to be rather paper against Jayo's damage. Look at these creeps. Just one hit's gonna be 300 damage. That's without the refraction. Without the mill taking down the armor. It's just insane amounts of damage. Lan, yeah, he has his curry. It's Frosty now. Stay Frosty! It's an annoying thing to fight against. Even if you have a BKB, you will still get slowed. So, slowing is sort of the thing their team does. Dai has his slowing abilities. It's almost maxed Quas. Finally, the BK special comes. Venomancer has a slow. Bounty Hunter can slow. QQQ can slow. And now Morphling can slow. A team full of slows. Nobody has a stun in this game, that's for sure. We have one mini stun barrage, one let's lift him up and stun others, and then mini stuns, but that's it. So another complexity dive with 5 in smoke. Lun's the scapegoat basically. He's the sacrifice they are willing to make. He's the guy that can get out, can tank it, probably the best. Uh-oh. Silence there, die silence, tries to get away, Copycat's going to do damage. Rubik's down, King J boots up, nice poison! Copycat trying to... They should really try to focus on Montana's used everything he has, no mana burn. He's dead instantly. Now still alive, trying to deal the damage, struggling to stay alive. J.O. J could easily die. Oh, nice, nice tornado. 2 kills. Buyback. Hannah Montana tries to choke out. Succeeds. Oh no. TP's away. So basically the only two to survive, Hannah Montana and Dai Lan, had to buy back, which was this was okay. Buying back was part of the plan. He had the gold to buy back, and he did. 16 free 10, and he did buy back. He has the gold for it. 160 crickets. Just Fine, I can buy back. I don't give a shit. It's part of my plan. It's my design. The Hex doesn't stay on him very long. The Hex stays as long as he gets 600 damage. Then it doesn't stay anymore. Suddenly, no more. Uh-oh. Run. BKB! Ha! The joke's on you! Oh. Okay. Don't skip it, the joke's on you. Oh, he dies. Sam gets out with the TP. Wait, what? This is odd. I didn't expect this to happen. I expected him to kill some heroes. But didn't happen. Yeah, okay. I should point out they lost bot range tracks. They lost melee racks a long time ago, but the range tracks stood for an additional 20 minutes of death. Thanks. Something like that. Interesting. Using a salve instead of going to base. More efficient, that's for sure. A big wavery thing with lots of water power. This is the smoke battles. They're not gonna initiate on him because they know it's a fake. It's fake and gay. They see the radiance if they pay attention. Oh, this is a great way to go in. King Shay dodges the damage as BKB arms in the mix. To take out the disruptor, he's the first to die. Oh, 2 men. Ravage doesn't really work. Fair is down. Now, everyone has Ghost Captors. And Montana's there to dish the damage. It's not the damage deal. Everyone just died. It was great focus from EHOME. I should really watch that whole team battle again in slow mode to understand properly what happened. But they focused the guy down. They went from a great angle. They didn't do anything stupid. They basically knew where they were, and this was a great angle for them because they went from uphill to downhill. Complexity was downhill, and the fight got separated and kited properly. The initial hit is sometimes really important for DA, and this initial hit coming out of Meld was to King Shay, and King Shay survived using a Ghost Scepter to block the whole damage. It was a nice timing from him. This is a GG call. This is GG. Even though there weren't that many kills at the start, it's above 1 kill per minute now. They say is I don't know who they are, but they say is golden limit. Above that, it's a good game. Below that, boring, no action. Volvo fix, please. Yeah, it ended really suddenly, I would say. It was to be expected. A good team fight with a team wipe would just grant any team to win, and it did. Oh, nobody got any items. Morphling and Copycat were just dishing out the damage in the right direction, and they just got all heroes down one by one. They just all died, and that's why they won. It was just great focus. Just at the heat of the moment, they took the right target and took it down as hard as they really could, and that's what won the game. Freaking awesome. 384 crit kills with Morphling. Morphling, as I said, I don't really think is an hero easy to last hit with, and in the start he was really struggling. 2.5 minutes in, he had 3 last hits against DA. That's really sad. DA only got, after his easy Desolator, he only got the Crystallis. BKB and Dagger, that's not enough flown through. It's got stuck as well, even though it has 314 creep kills. And die. Ah, he got an Assault Cuirass and Invoker. Okay.